Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and if there's one thing President Donald Trump is good at, it's mentally breaking Democrats. Gavin Newsom, no exception. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. You know, Gavin Newsom has done a really poor job, in my opinion, of handling the crisis in Los Angeles. But it's not really a shock. He did a pretty poor job of handling the crisis in his state for all these years with illegal immigration. And what you're seeing now is the fruition of that. You're seeing the fruits of his labor or lack thereof coming home to roost. And last night, he gave what I believe is the opening salvo to his 2028 presidential ambitions, which I believe are literally going up in smoke in Los Angeles as we speak. And his salvo, if I'm not mistaken, and he breaks down, you can see him breaking down in tears while he's giving this speech, you know, the fake crying that these politicians do. And as he's giving this speech, I'm thinking, my goodness, they've learned nothing from the past presidential election. I mean, absolutely nothing. Because it seems to me that his opening salvo is, we want to keep illegal immigration coming. That's the opening salvo. At one point, he talks about seamstresses and day laborers and waiters and waitresses. And I'm like, so you want illegal immigrants here because you need servants? That's a heck of a strong message, Gavin. That's a heck of a strong. So you see them as less than you, as your servants. There's that Democrat compassion they talk about. But I want you to see the part here where he actually starts getting teary-eyed. I found it hilarious because progressives, they tend to produce weak men, if you could even call them men. This is their definition of manhood, and it ain't much. I want you to take a look at it and let me know what you think in the comments.
Universities themselves can teach. He's targeting law firms and the judicial branch that are the foundations of an orderly and civil society. He's calling for a sitting governor to be arrested for no other reason than to, in his own words, for getting elected. And we all know this Saturday, he's ordering our American heroes, the United States military, and forcing them to put on a vulgar display to celebrate his birthday, just as other failed dictators have done in the past. Look, this isn't just about protests here in Los Angeles. When Donald Trump sought blanket authority to commandeer the National Guard, he made that order apply to every state in this nation. This is about all of us. This is about you. California may be first, but it clearly will not end here. Other states are next. Democracy is next. Democracy is under assault before our eyes. This moment we have feared has arrived. He's taking a wrecking ball to our founding fathers' historic project, 3 co-equal branches of independent government. There are no longer any checks and balances. Congress is nowhere to be found. Speaker Johnson has completely abdicated that responsibility. The rule of law has increasingly been given way to the rule of Don. The founding fathers, they didn't live and die to see this kind of moment. It's time for all of us to stand up. Justice Brandeis, he said it best. In a democracy, the most important office, with all due respect, Mr. President, is not the presidency, and it's certainly not governor. The most important office is office of citizen. At this moment, we all need to stand up and be held to account, a higher level of accountability. If you exercise your First Amendment rights, please do it peacefully. I know many of you are feeling deep anxiety, stress, and fear. But I want you to know that you are the antidote to that fear and that anxiety. What Donald Trump wants most is your fealty, your silence to be complicit in this moment. Do not give in to him.
That was a blistering speech there from the California governor, Gavin Newsom, responding